Oh man, is it still playing the Endless? Let me fast forward. Ah, the dust. Much better. Hello, welcome. The stream is not starting soon. The stream has started. I gotta be disciplined tonight. Because I have work to do for the day job. So as much as I would love to just hang out, I had these out because I was getting ready to do a video where I rank these things. I don't know why I left them over here. Let me get them out of the way. And let me get today's haul, which I don't know how holly it is. Holly? Oh, there's almost a joke there. Almost. You know what? Forget it. It's good enough. Let's see, there's a little receipt. Oh man, that sales tax. Sales tax is brutal. Hello, Eli Easy, Mr. the Game Hunter. But not the other Game Hunter, Game Hunter 09. Y'all are making it confusing for me. Alright. Crinkly plastic baglets. Oh, let's have some crinkle ASMR. Alright, you've had your crinkle ASMR. How are you doing tonight, my dude? How are you doing tonight? I hope you're doing great. Absolutely hope you are doing GR the number 8 tonight. Okay, there we go. Let's get this out of the way. So, from the... well, not the 50-cent bin anymore. See, I'm still used to it being the 50-cent bin. From the 75, there we go, 75-cent bin. For free, since I went to Graham Cracker Comics. Got these. They were just all hanging out together. And, I don't know that I've read all of these. I know I skimmed at least one of the... I almost said Beyond Watchmen. No, Before Watchmen books. I know I skimmed one all the way through and I wasn't too impressed. So we'll see if I continue to be completely unimpressed. Good. Did you read Niobe? I did indeed read Niobe. I didn't feel like I wanted to do a review of it. Because when I got done reading Niobe, I was like, yeah, that was alright. And I don't think, yeah, that was alright makes for that good of a review video. Although, heaven knows, I do make some of those, yeah, that was alright reviews sometimes. I don't know. I might still make one. I got it right down here in the... oh, I can't put these comics in CLZ bin. With some other stuff. I got all kinds of things down here. Hey, this shouldn't actually be in here. Hold on. That should not be in there. What else is in here? Okay, that should be. Oh yeah, Cade can't be put into it yet. That's a great book, by the way. Needs more hype. I got all kinds of stuff down in there. I really should go through it one of these days and see what I can put in, man. Got El Crudo, Niobe, Seicho 66, Brand, Napalm Brothers. I got this big book here, which they didn't send to me. It was a Kickstarter, and they didn't send it to me. Like a year later, I'm like, yo, did you ever ship these out? And he's like, oh, you didn't get one? Here, have one. And shipped it to me. It wasn't, as a comic book, it wasn't that impressive. But there was some nice pieces of art in the book, which I can't show on YouTube, because they're a little too much for YouTube to handle. But turned out to be an okay book. It was like 20 bucks or something for the soft cover. Not that bad. Anyway, I got this junk here. Maybe I'll read it. Maybe I'll shred it. Maybe I cut it up. I don't know. But frankly, I don't see how Anybody but the correct person can write these characters. Man, these are like super thin. They feel really wimpy. So anyway, that was what I got for free out of the 75-cent bin. Did I actually get charged for the fourth one? Hold on. No, I didn't. And he gave me the 10% off on Noctera, even though that wasn't actually on my pull list at the time. Sweet! I added it tonight, because I forgot to tell him like a month ago to add it. So, got that going for me. So, first thing I bought, Deep Beyond number 3. First 2 issues were pretty interesting. Not really sure what to expect with the series going forward, because it's already not what I thought it was. Is there a Rorschach book in that stack? No. I do not have, Look, man, I was just getting what was in the 50-cent bin, okay, Ninja? I will not read, well, I'll take it back. I might be persuaded if I get it for free to read the current Rorschach series by Tom King, just because I like Rorschach. But, yeah, that's probably not happening. Your store have the Berserker second print for $1,000. I didn't even look, man. Hello, Jackson Zelda, man. Everybody's showing up for this party tonight. I gotta keep an eye on the time, though. I gotta keep an eye on the time. So Deep Beyond, man, it's a nice looking book. There's some interesting stuff going on. Ooh. I don't even know what that is, but it makes me want to play Subnautica. And like the world is being overrun by like this corruption funk here. Honestly, people are comparing it to like Cthulhu stuff. And I kind of see that because of the weird, you know, things from Beyond stuff. But also feels kind of like Pirates of Darkwater with the spreading like disease. Like if you're not careful, the dark water gets you kind of concept. I don't know. It's an interesting book. It's too bad Mirka is not drawing it as well as writing it. But you can't have everything in life. Or should I be the only one you'd be hype over for? Because, yeah. Honestly, I figure the comedian probably be interesting to cut up. That's actually what caught my eye, was the comedian book. There's a fairly good chance that there's something interesting in here worth cutting up. Although, he's in his underwear. Like, put some pants on, dude. Put some pants on. There are impressionable people reading your book. Wear pants. Hold on, Let me just kind of get over here. Type that in the chat. You cheat. Oh my gosh, I can't even spell my own name. There we go. Comedians don't need pants to kill people. That is true. That is true. Alright. Anyway, I don't want to flip through that too much because I don't want to spoil it for myself. That's kind of the problem with like everything I have over here, except maybe Noctera, is I don't really want to crack any of these open and get too in-depth showing it off, because what if I spoil something really awesome? The vampire book has continued to be a joy, which I guess you have to be a nerd to really say that, but just getting the convoluted vampire politics is kind of fun, man. It makes me want to go play Vampire the Masquerade Requiem or whatever that RPG is. There's a sequel out to that, right? Did it actually come out? Because I saw a news article earlier today. Oh, that's actually kind of a cool panel down here at the bottom. Pretty sure I saw an article today that said the company making it fired like their whole writing staff or something, so that doesn't sound good. Could be worse. Could be a comedian getting dumped out of bed like Michael Cthulhu. Yeah, in a machine, an invention of his own making that shakes the bed, then flips him over. I remember that. That guy is ridiculous. He makes good swords. But he's ridiculous. Vampire. Oh, it's Bloodlines. Yeah, that game. It's in dev heck. Okay, well. Sucks to be it. You know, I had a couple, like, article things from Bounding into Comics I thought about talking about here, but I think I'm actually just gonna go make fun of them on separate videos. Alright, so I almost didn't get this, man. I must have put it on my pull list. I don't remember doing that. When I saw it in my hand, when I was holding it, like that, I had it in my hand, I was like, do I really want to read this? And then I remembered, Gary Frank is doing the art. It no longer actually matters what's inside the book. What matters is what the writing. Like, okay, Jeff Johns, whatever. He's in some hot water, isn't he? I thought I saw something about him earlier today where he's like getting in trouble now. I don't know. I can't keep track of all the rich and famous people that are in trouble for whatever. But that Gary Frank art, we just opened to the midway point of the book here. Usually, yes, you are correct, Eli Easy. That's usually the truth. But, man, once I remembered Gary Frank did the art on this, it was like, yeah, I'm going to get this. It doesn't matter how bad Jeff Johns' writing is. I know that if I flip through this and I look at it, it's going to be pretty. Now, the real question, I guess, is, did Gary Frank go ahead and draw the entire thing before they started publishing it? Because I don't want to wait like 3 years for 6 issues or whatever. Like, I'm looking at you, okay? I'm looking at you, Doomsday Clock. What a letdown. What a letdown at the end of that. Let's all just sit down and have a picnic. Like, whatever. You know, they spent the whole thing... Oh, that's a cool panel. A depressing panel, but a cool panel. Like Doomsday Clock, man. This is like... You spent the whole book teasing an apocalyptic final battle. And then what did we get? What did we get? We got, like, Superman and Dr. Manhattan going, oh, yes, hello. I'm the guy that was supposed to be fighting you the entire book. And, yeah, we got, like, a half panel of that. I say that, but, you know, it's also kind of true that, the part where Dr. Manhattan just basically took the entire Justice League out was great. It was just kind of like, you all are insects. Bloop. The end. Because the Justice League rolled in, they were all like so self-confident, so self-centered. They were like, ah, this will be easy. It's just some blue guy. Oh, man. I'm going to show you what I just opened up to because actually really cute. I don't actually know what's going on here in this issue of Inkblot, but that is super cute. You miss Alan Moore doing superhero stuff? I understand where you're coming from, but it's probably better for everybody that he's not, especially for him. I think he would just kind of want to do something that I can't say on YouTube without getting demonetized to himself if he kept doing it. Because he, like, hates everybody. Like, everybody in the business. Which is kind of the opposite of, like, her, man. She is super cute, and she is just hugging everybody. Are these, like, the characters that were, like, the god people? No. They've apparently just, like, poofed off to, like, the real world now. But the cat's still there. Oh, man. I'm going to stop there. I don't want to spoil that. I really like this book. I really like this book. I think you could give this book to just about everybody. And they could read it and find it enjoyable. Although this cover is kind of gross, man. All those eyes, like, that is definitely, like, some ancient Greek voodoo stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, Ninja Weasel says, I don't know, man. He's giving me Watchmen and V for Vendetta. I'm not sure what else he might be able to serve up on that level of excellent. He already wrote Miracle Man, too. Which, That is perennially on my I should read this list. The cover some serious nightmare fuel. Yes, it is, Ninja Weasel. Yes, it is. In fact, I kind of don't want to look at it anymore. So if nobody minds, I don't care if you actually mind, we're just going to do that. And maybe we'll put ink blot where you can see it, and then we'll just cover it up with the skull-shaped mushroom cloud, because this is a much easier sight on the eyes. Okay, we got one more book, and then I'll hang out for a couple of minutes, and I'll probably go ahead and wrap, just because I gotta fire up my laptop and get back to work, man. These guys are gonna kill me at this rate. But we got Noctera number 2. My shop man, this was not on my pull list. I grabbed it off the shelf, and I was like, yo, bro, let's put this on my pull list. So I got the 10% off. Because he's like, ah, yes, a guaranteed sell from a customer who comes in and spends like $100 a month most months. Now, I'm not the biggest customer he has by far, but I'm probably one of the more reliable ones, because I'm like always in there, man. I see like people come in, and they haven't been in there for like 2 months, and they've got like $500 worth of stuff just shoved in a box. He's gonna go play Skyrim. Oh, you know what? Actually, speaking of Skyrim, hold on. There were 2 things I saw today that I thought were interesting. Let me get them both up where I can show them. One of these I already kind of vaguely knew about, but I didn't know the status of it. Let's see. Show right monitor. There we go. Indirial. Apparently this is like a really cool like Skyrim mod that's like a whole separate game. So I'm gonna look that up and see what it's all about. And maybe I'll play through it. That sounds kind of fun. And the other thing I saw was this, and I knew they'd been working on this because I think I saw this like 2 years ago or something. But apparently Open Morrowind, or Open MW I guess I should say, has come a really long way. I don't know if it's like complete enough to play yet, but they've been, yeah, see, I like learned about it like somewhere like here maybe. But they seem to be moving along and getting stuff done, which is super cool. I would like to play Morrowind, but not in the original Morrowind engine, if that makes any sense. Let me not close those tabs. There we go. Because I want to keep those open so I can remember to look them up. Noctera looks like a pretty book. I'm not 100% sure what's happening, but look at the detail on this dude's face. It's awesome. The background here. Is that really the background? Anyway, all the tree, bramble-y stuff looks awesome. I guess this is some of the like mutated plant life and stuff that they have. This whole world is kind of weird, man, because there's no light. And I really don't see how, even with weird mutations, you get an ecosystem that works without an energy source like, oh, sunlight. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I'm not quite sure what to expect of the series. I mean, I say that, but it also seems pretty straightforward. Like, they're driving this guy to a place. There's a bunch of other people after him. They have to fight monsters. Ultimately, it's going to come down to what? Like, he's probably going to get killed. I think he had a girl with him or something. So that'll be the one that's like the main plot driver. You know, the MacGuffin of the cast. And yeah. Ah! Oh man, I gotta read this. I gotta read your text exactly. I'm gonna move close to my monitor so I make sure I don't miss any nuance in your text. Ninja Weasel says, that makes perfect sense. It's like me wanting a modern remake of Vagrant Story. I love that game, except for the part where I have to play it. I really liked everything about Vagrant Story, except playing it. I think you like Vagrant Story more than I do. But, like, I kind of feel the same way, man. Vagrant Story, cool setting, interesting ideas, fun writing, all that kind of stuff. And I absolutely hated the combat system. Absolutely, 100% hated it. And hey, this is a great reminder. If you're hanging out there right now and you have not yet hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button, man. Every little like helps out. Believe me when I say that. Every little like helps out. Alright, I see my viewer count kind of fluctuating around. If anybody's out there and you got any last comments, now's the time to say them, because I'm probably getting out of here in just a minute. My work laptop is staring at me. And I don't really like the way it's looking at me, man. It's calling my name, and it's like, you must do lots of hard work, and I don't want to write a bunch of emails. Pick of the week. Pick of the week. Okay, that's a quickie. So, if I had to guess the book I'm going to enjoy the most this week, based on what I see out here, boy, that's actually tough, because I think I'm going to enjoy a lot of these books for very different reasons. Is this everything? Were there just 5? Yeah, I guess so. So, I don't think the pick of the week is going to be Deep Beyond, I'll be honest. I might go with that. And I might go with that. These I know I'm going to really enjoy looking at, regardless of what the writing is like. But these two, I think I'm going to enjoy the writing as well as the art. And out of them, I got a pretty good guess that I'm going to end up raving about Inkblot, number 7 here the most. So if I had to pick one book now, just having flipped through them for 5 minutes or whatever, 15, 20 minutes, I would probably go with Inkblot. It's just kind of fun. And it's really hard to find in comic books stuff that's just kind of fun. Stuff that isn't heavy-handed. Deep Beyond is kind of heavy-handed in some ways. Noctera definitely is. Vampire sure is heavy-handed. Inkblot, though, is kind of light. It definitely feels like it belongs in the same category of works as something like Labyrinth or Dark Crystal, where there's seriousness to it, but the seriousness doesn't completely overwhelm the experience. I have liked every issue of Inkblot. I totally got confused by issue number 2, but after that I figured out what the book was doing, and it made a whole lot more sense. So, Jackson Zelda, if I had to pick a book right this second, you're looking at it. Disturbing cover and all. Hey, Ouija13 Plays, you caught us right at the tail end of this thing. I had to make it a really short stream tonight, because I got, day job work I still got to do after working a full day of work. Because that's just how life is sometimes. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for dropping in. That's the way comics should feel. I agree with you, Jackson Zelda. There's room for other stuff, but it's nice to get something that's not too heavy. You want a little aperitif. You don't want to just be like sitting down and slugging back vodka. So Eli Easy, Jackson Zelda, and Ninja Weasel, and Ouija13 Plays, who just dropped in just as we're ending. Thank you so much for coming in, hanging out. If you haven't smashed that like button, I don't know why people say that. That sounds so violent. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit it now. And I sure hope to see you all next week. I know it's a really short stream, but life calls. Life calls. Bye-bye, and take care of yourselves. Little thumbs up.